realised that my mic was muted this entire time. I'm so sorry. So, good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. It is currently 25 to 5 in the morning. So, I thought I'd get my stream for today done and out the way nice and early. And then I will spend the day with my family. How's that sound? So, yeah. I'm actually completely out of Chiral crystals as well, bar what I just picked up. So what have I got done since the last stream? Not a huge amount. We got a bit of road built here. We did get to over here, which, yes, I do have footage of it, so we can watch through that. We'll watch through the footage. Don't know why that's on screen. That shouldn't be. Weird. Fuji waved in. So yeah, I took on the order because I wanted to get something done. I want to make a bit of progress. I forget how quiet this is. But yeah, we got this bashed out pretty quickly. So I had already infiltrated the base, cleared it out earlier. But there is... okay, so when you get there, you gotta work out the code. I did work it out, but I had to have help, so I had to look it up online. There's something about... I think it's in the code section. If you look in there, you can do it through. Yeah, I don't know why Dolman keeps saying Paco now. It's incredibly fucking annoying. But I'm just gonna let this play out, and then we will go from there. Again, don't know how long the stream is going.
I'll get this cargo processed right away. I'd say this is practically perfect. I had a feeling you were the right porter for the job. We've been waiting eagerly for your arrival. We're ready to join the chiral network. We appreciate your help. Before you go, I have another favor to ask of you. In private, where we won't be overheard. There's a back room just past that terminal. I'll be waiting.
What is this? We came here in peace.
It's all right. They don't mean us any harm. You must be Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Couldn't have been easy getting here. Folks call me the doctor. My sisters and I don't normally allow men inside, but for patients we make an exception. It's clear you've suffered greatly for this child's sake. Haven't you? May I, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, these. They're chiral hands. So your BB's passed on.
You have dooms then, I take it.
I do. And it's given me an unusual gift. I can remove a BB from a still mother's womb without resorting to invasive surgery. And safely place it in a pod with minimal distress to the fetus.
Without using any tools whatsoever? So you're a psychic surgeon then?
A psychic midwife is what they call me. When I was with Bridges, I used these techniques to remove BBs from their mothers. Sam, you may be suffering from persistent, complex bereavement disorder.
Is that why you called me here? To tell me I got issues?
Sam, we're the motherhood.
The what now?
This shelter is a safe space for mothers.
Women and children would come here seeking peace. They also came because I could examine still babies. I'd move the fetus to a pod and perform what I would call a transposed screening.
I guess that's why they call you doctor. So, are you saying your technique allows you to treat still baby syndrome?
A BB pod is functionally no different than an incubator. And I was eager to bring our unborn children into the world. So, I thought I would give this little one a chance. Still baby or no, I was convinced I could bring a fetus to term outside the womb. So I placed him in the pod. And a moment later, his heart started beating. And then, after 3 minutes, it stopped. I tried as quickly as I could to get him back in the womb, but it was too late. The still baby was no longer viable. I'm sorry, Caesar. Over time, I tried to refine the pod tech to find a way to help women and their children. But treatment and life extension are impossible. All I could do was look.
Even so, word got around and mothers in need of support started coming here. But unfortunately, not long after, men came knocking too. Men who wanted women. What could I do? I was only a doctor who delivered babies. And nothing more. Luckily, I had strong women around me. Mothers who were willing to stand up and fight for the sake of us all.
But as soon as we decided to take up arms, our man friends only got bolder.
If we don't fight back, they'll enslave us.
We can't and won't lay down our arms till our safety is guaranteed.
Where'd you get your hardware?
Weapons factory's been pumping them out non-stop. That's why all the locals around here are toting new toys. Got plenty more of their new releases in the armory downstairs.
Sam, we want you to shut down their operation and halt the spread of weapons.
Stop them, please. Please.
Prior to proceeding, we'll need to confirm the precise location of the factory. Let's make our way back to the DHV Magellan, Sam.
Sam, wait.
Yeah.
There. All finished.
Alright, so there we go. That was,
Action.
oh well, a little bit more.
Sam, this is Tarman. We've got an emergency on our hands here. I'm afraid the DHV Magellan is out of action. We can't move an inch. A cursory inspection confirmed that some critical parts of the propulsion system have become clogged up with tar. Our usual decontamination methods won't cut it. We'll need a special tar dissolvent to clear out the blockage. The F2 South Distribution Centre was kind enough to source some for us. I'd like you to pick up the order on site, collect the cargo, and bring it back to the ship. Meanwhile, we'll be doing everything we can to keep ourselves from sinking further into the tar, as well as gathering information on the weapons factory. Don't let us down, Sam.
Back off.
Yeah, I don't know why he keeps saying back up, whatever the fuck. It's the most annoying thing that he does. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I haven't done the next mission. I only did one. So we need to go, excuse me, back down to here to get the stuff. That was loud. Tiny Smoosh is now asleep again. Oh, Teeny Smoosh. Yeah. I can't believe I'm up at this time. The most infuriating part about insomnia is knowing what it's doing to my brain. Because it is damaging. It's really unhealthy. I can't sleep. I've tried. I think Moist Critical did a video on it recently, didn't he? You know what? Fuck it. While we're driving around, we can have should we have a little bit of moist critical? Problem is I've got to do this a certain way. That's not what I wanted. Discard. That's it. Let me get Moist's video up on it. Because he talked about it recently in a video. And I think it's probably one of the most honest videos about insomnia. So I think we can have a little view of this while we're in. I am gonna pause it frequently, as you guys can imagine, because we've got to react to it. We can't just fucking watch it for free.
Mention this offhand occasionally, so I don't think it's gonna come as a shock to most people to learn that I have
So that's one point I can relate to most on it with, is I think, oh god, I don't know how long I've seen insomnia. I think I've had it since I was a kid as well. Obviously when I was a kid I didn't know I had it. I just thought, oh, I want to stay up and play games, that's why I don't want to go to sleep. But obviously when you get older and, oh Jesus Christ, I was not paying attention. This is why you don't go on your phone when you're driving. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had the same thing as I do now. But I just assumed it would, being a kid, I was like, oh, I want to play games. It's exactly why I don't want to go to sleep, because I want to spend all night playing my games. Why would I not want to do that? But as I got older, here we are. See, this is something that gets me as well. People don't suffer with insomnia when their advice to you is just, well, just go to bed. Lie down in bed. You'll be fine. You'll eventually fall asleep. It's like, you've clearly never suffered with insomnia, have you? So, the way he talks about the fact that he's been trying to fall asleep for 4 hours, I have learned these days, unless I'm taking a sleeping tablet. Sleeping tablets do help me, but there are restrictions on them, right? So the sleeping tablets I take, I can take them for 3 nights in a row, but then I have to have a large amount of time off them, because they can fuck up your brain chemistry. It can become a point of like you won't fall asleep without them. Now I have a bit of a fucked sleeping pattern anyway. I tend to sleep very, very late into the night anyway, like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll wake up at about 10, latest 12. So I miss the morning, which is not the best, but that's always been my sleeping pattern. That's just when I sleep. That's when my circadian rhythm kicks in. That's when my body feels most comfortable going to sleep. But I have spent nights lying in bed, trying to sleep, for multiple hours, and it just won't happen. So it's got to the point now where I don't bother going to bed until I can tell that I will fall asleep if I go to bed. And even then, it might still take like an hour or two. It's infuriating. Because I want to sleep. I'm tired. Like, I'm exhausted right now. Playing this, doing what I'm doing right now, I am very tired. I am exhausted. My brain is shattered. My body is tired. It needs rest. And it can't get it. It literally can't get it. Even though it needs it. It's infuriating. Yeah. So that's an interesting point that he brings up as well. People can suffer with insomnia for limited time, and then it can stop. Which is what most cases are. Unless you have chronic insomnia, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Like, unless you have a neurological issue where your brain literally just won't turn off. Like, I used to get told as a kid, oh, it's because you're playing video games. It's because you're staring at a screen. Nope, I have tried all of that. I have literally... I don't have caffeine now after 6 p.m. 6 p.m. I could go earlier. It does not make a difference. Like, at all. It is infuriating. Because there's nothing I can do. And it's difficult when you have people being like, oh, just stop playing games, just go to bed. Like, it's not that simple. If it was that simple, do you think I'd still be suffering? But yeah, there are reasons that you can get insomnia. Absolutely, there are definitely reasons that you can get insomnia. No doubt in my mind, not a single doubt. But there is normally a period, like you might have it for a week or two. And yeah, it's awful, right? Even for a week or two, fucking horrible. Like, all you want to do is go to sleep, go to bed, wake up, start your next day. And you can't do it. And it's difficult as well, because you get grouchy, you get frustrated, you get annoyed because you can't hang out with people because you're sleeping during the time where they normally hang out. It's very, very difficult. But as someone that has suffered with insomnia for, like I said, since I was a kid, I don't know what exact age, but since I was a kid, yeah, it's fucking annoying. It's tough as well. It's tough because, you know, I want to go to bed. I really want to go to bed. I really want to sleep. I want to go to bed. I want to chill, and I can't. The arms surveillance involved as well. According to information we got from the Motherhood, the weapons used by the arms surveillance also came from the weapons factory. If we want to put a stop to the spread of weapons, we've got to find that factory and destroy it. I'll continue working on pinpointing its exact location. Please do tell, man. I'm guessing it's not the thing behind you, because I'm guessing that's a mine. But yeah. I also just realised you guys can't hear it. I am very sorry. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go back.
Sleepy. I turn it off and try to sleep again. Oftentimes it wouldn't work, and well, I just basically get trapped in that cycle. I'd be in this like fucking Doctor Strange Dormammu time loop of not being able to sleep. So I'd be trying to fall asleep, not falling asleep, turning the TV on, turning it off, trying again, rinse and repeat. Well, my grandparents were over during...
So the way he talks about that then, like having the TV on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off kind of thing, I remember when I was a kid, I used to have, like, I used to sneak up in the night and put the TV on. And I was a kid, I didn't know that. But I've always found having something on in the background helps me sleep. Like, normally I'll have YouTube on in the background these days. If I go to bed, I'll have, like, a YouTube series just playing in the background, like of YouTuber I watch, someone I'm comfortable with, someone I enjoy their content, and it'll just put me to sleep. But that's only if I'm tired. I've gone through like an entire 6 hours worth of YouTube before not being able to sleep, and it is infuriating. But I used to do it as a kid. My mum used to come in, she used to tell me off. She'd be like, just go to sleep, you know, that kind of thing. Never like horribly, right? Like I make it sound worse than it was. But it was that thing of like she could hear the TV as well. Like it was frustrating for her because she was trying to sleep. She had work the next day. I had school, you know, that kind of thing. So it was difficult for her. So she would get very frustrated and be like, just go to sleep. Like, what is the problem here? But yeah.
one of these, and I was keeping my Meemaw awake with my tactics, and at some point in the night she got very upset, fed up, and she stormed through my door like a fucking spec ops soldier raiding a terrorist hideout. And she said, "Go to bed. I have seen every number on that goddamn clock."
Oh god, that line. I've seen every number on that goddamn clock. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't think it was my mum that used that on me. I think that was my grandparents as well. I think they used that on me as well, which is so infuriating. Especially as a kid, like, when you're young and you're a kid, you don't understand what's going on. When people are just telling you, oh, you need to make more of an effort. Oh, you'll fall asleep as long as you keep trying. Just lie there in the dark, like you'll fall asleep. It's infuriating because you obviously look to adults for the answers when you're a kid. Because, you're a kid. You don't know what's going on. You don't know why something's happening. You ask your parents, or you ask a family member, or an adult family friend, whatever. And, like, it's infuriating when you get, like, sort of told off or judged for something that you legitimately have no control over. But because you're a child, they don't believe you. I mean, I'm 28. I've been suffering with this, like I said, since I was, like, probably, like, 8 or 9, I would say. So about 20 years. I get bouts where it's not as bad, which is I'm always grateful for, but that's rare. This is normal for me. Being up at this time in the morning, seeing the sunrise, completely normal for me. And it's also infuriating because I like to go to bed with my partner. I like to go to sleep with my partner. We like cuddles. Like, we like falling asleep. Yeah. I don't like being up at this hour. It drives me insane.
She was under the impression that I was doing it on purpose, being like rebellious, Stick it to the mondiosis. I had come down with a strong case of it, and I just wanted to be up all night, how naughty. But, I just couldn't sleep. I've just never grown out of it, a curse that I've been unable to break, which plenty of people also suffer from. I'm just here bitching about it because right now I'm in the midst of some big-time insomnia, right?
I feel you, Penguin. I feel you, Critical. I get it. But he's not wrong. I don't know what the actual stats are. What percentage of the world suffers with insomnia? It's actually genuinely happening. So approximately 10% of the world's population experiences insomnia that meets the criteria for a medical diagnosis. I have got diagnosed with insomnia before, but I don't know if it's like a permanent thing you can have on your record. I would imagine it is, because it is debilitating, especially if you get multiple days in a row where you can't sleep, like that becomes dangerous. However, around 30 to 33% of adults experience insomnia symptoms at least occasionally. This means a significant portion of the population may have difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up too early, but not to the necessary degree that is considered a disorder. So that's the important thing. There's obviously, insomnia can be considered a medical disorder. Your body physically does not let you go to sleep. That is a disorder. And insomnia is a very dangerous one. I'm pretty sure Critical talks about it in the video, but I'm going to delve into it a little bit here. There is very, very, very strong medical evidence and scientific evidence that not sleeping is extremely bad for the brain. You don't need to be a medical scientist or anything to work that out. That is just, in my opinion, fucking obvious. Of course it is. If you don't sleep, you're going to have attention problems. You're going to suffer with, medical issues. Like, you're not going to get enough rest for your body to recover from what it's suffering with. That's the biggest thing. Like, your body's not going to heal properly, it's not going to rest properly, it's not going to be able to recharge properly. So you're going to end up with this difficult position where you want to go to bed, your body needs rest, the brain needs to shut down to its base sort of standby level, I guess, to ensure that it works to the best of its abilities and at its best capacity. And when you don't do that, you end up with the problem that I now have, which is I have memory issues. You know, I have difficulty working things out. Like, it can get fucking dicey, man. Like, really dicey. And it's scary. For fuck's sake, it's scary sometimes. See, you can't drive either. Driving becomes impossible. But it's frustrating because it's not like I'm still awake at this time for fun, as I'm sure most critical is not awake at 5:30 in the morning for fun. Like, it's a condition, it's a problem. Like, there is a chemical imbalance in the brain that will not allow us to turn it off so we can recharge. And it's very, very difficult to deal with. Incredibly difficult.
Is his fucking Insano style.
I can't believe all those guys respawned.
In recent weeks here. And I've tried everything. There's not a remedy under the sun that I haven't given a whirl to. Even the most nonsensical gobbledygook I have tried. Shit that even flat earthers would discredit, I've given at least a strong attempt at, you know? Do a handstand while drinking water upside down 1 hour before bed and you'll get peaceful slumber. Rub eucalyptus oil on your nipples and you will sleep like a hump on a log. I've tried everything. Everything shy of, like, medication, like pills. And even that, I've tinkered with. Melatonin, I take and have taken a lot. It's hit or miss. Sometimes it'll help. Most of the time, it doesn't seem to do all that much. I've tried even ASMR. I don't think there's a single guided meditation video on YouTube I haven't listened to while trying to fall asleep. I've tried fucking brainwave alignment for better sleep therapy sessions online.
You will try anything.
Like the video.
That's the thing. You will try anything. BB pop hands. Oh. You will try anything.
Increasing your allocation of material.
It's tough, man. Like, my last resort was medication, and even when I have multiple bad nights, I am very reluctant to do it because I find medication really fucks with my head, and I really struggle to take it because it makes me feel sick. Like, it makes me feel like yuck. Like, I don't feel good after it. I feel rough when I wake up. I don't feel like it was a proper good night's sleep. And it's frustrating, man. It's really frustrating. Right, before we continue with the wonderful mythicals thing, we've got to fix this up. So I'm gonna. That was the wrong thing. We'll come back to the moist in a moment. Oh, 6%, really?
Thanks for the help, Sam. And apologies for greeting you as a chiral grab, despite all the effort you put in on our behalf. I'm tied up with ship repairs at the moment. Can't afford to risk contaminating this work site either.
Can't imagine, mate.
Anyway, let me check your cargo.
Feel free. It's a bit beat up. Oh.
I've got no complaints about the condition. Job done. Now our work can proceed without further delay.
It's so annoying.
Now displaying your current order grade. Cheers for that, Sam.
You're welcome.
Take care of that blockage, no worries.
Great.
Get started right away.
Sweet.
We can handle the blockage. It's fine. I'd rather you get some sleep so you're ready to tackle your next order. By the time you wake up, we'll probably be finished anyway. Enjoy your rest.
Yeah, I definitely need a rest. I got shot at quite a lot. That's why I'm covered in blood. Shower, Sam. Why do you not shower before bed? Look at you. Ooh. Sometimes you just gotta drain your balls. That's how it be, right? I'm gonna get a message first, aren't I? Yep.
Sam, we've used the information provided by the Motherhood's doctor to identify the location of the weapons factory.
Cool.
Stopping the supply of these weapons at the source will make it far easier to carry out future missions.
I agree.
Whereas leaving the factory alone only increases the risk of networked facilities coming under attack in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So let's shut it down ASAP. Tarman has already made preparations. Access the THV Magellan's delivery terminal to pick up this main order. Tarman.
I don't know why they always keep telling you that. It's like, I'm very well aware where I need to go. But, yeah, it's frustrating, man. But right, let's have a little listen.
Videos you listen to with like the sleep wave, tap into the sleep chakra frequency, it'll align them in your brain and you'll fall asleep and have a good night's sleep. I've tried it all. That garbage, like I basically MK Ultra'd myself over the last few years trying everything, and it is still not done shit for my insomnia.
I feel that. There are, look, if it works for you, great. But, like, it doesn't always work. And especially it doesn't always work well either. That's the other thing. Like, the difficulty with insomnia is that there's the only main thing you're going to be able to do is by basically taking medication for it. But the problem is that most medications that will knock you the fuck out to make you sleep, you can only take a certain amount of times. So like the medication I use, I can only take it for 3 days in a row. After that, I have to have a lengthy period of time. Anyway, I think it's at minimum like 2 weeks, because it can it rejigs your brain chemistry. Like the idea is that it's pumping. I don't exactly know specifically what it does, but clearly it's producing something in my body that helps me sleep. So, or at least forces me into a state where my brain just goes, right, I have no choice now. I have to go to sleep. The thing is that that's not healthy for your brain either. Like if you're forcing your brain into that sort of process, that's not healthy. Your brain should be doing this stuff on its own. So, yeah, you get people that obviously, not to sound like an asshole when I say this, but like, you don't understand. Like, unless you suffer with it, you do not understand, and you never will. That's not to be like, oh, fucking this, that, the other. Like, no, that's not the point of it. The point is just that, yeah, you are not going to understand. Unless you suffer with it, you're not going to get it. And unfortunately, that is just how it works. It's shit. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants it. But here we are.
At all. I've even tried to study military techniques for sleeping on the battlefield. Like, I've done muscle tensing and relaxation to try and fall asleep in minutes, strategies. None of it works. It doesn't work at all. I'm like the fucking avatar of combining every possible thing that keeps you awake at night. Like there's so many different things that'll keep people awake, like being anxious, you know, like where your brain never just stops thinking, so it keeps you from falling asleep. That'll happen to me sometimes, even though I'm not really an anxious person. I don't really get anxiety or anything like that, but sometimes at night I'll just constantly be thinking of shit. I like, also restless leg syndrome will sometimes hit me. That's where like you feel like this sensation, you need to wiggle your legs around, you gotta, you know, fucking boogie down with your legs there, get them moving, which will...
Yeah, so what Moist is talking about there, or Critical, I don't know, I never know what to call him. I normally call him Critical. I don't feel right calling him Charlie. Again, I don't obviously know the guy or anything like that, and it feels weird when you call a YouTuber or a streamer you watch by their actual name if you don't know them. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Like, if you know them well enough, sure, and if they've told you it's fine to call them that, like, that's fine. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, Critical is just... He's talking a lot of sense here, man. Like, again, that comes into the thing that we talked about earlier. Like, there are plenty of people out there that suffer with, temporarily... Let's call it temporary insomnia, right? Like, you're anxious, your anxiety's bad, your mental health's not great. That obviously can cause insomnia, right? That's still insomnia. But even when you're not anxious, even when, like, my mental health is in a really, really good space, I still can't sleep at night. And the problem is, I think Charlie goes... see, I'm calling him Charlie now. Sorry about that, mate. He's never going to see it. Like, even when, what was I going to say? I believe Critical talks about it in this next bit. But it's... Yeah, it's like you can't... It doesn't switch off, but the problem is when you don't sleep, you then get anxious because you're fully aware, you know the damage that you're doing to your brain because you're not sleeping. So you get anxious and then you get frustrated, and those two things keep you awake then. So it's just an impossible balancing act of all these different fucking things, man.
Oh boy. I really... Each time we take the DHV Magellan into the currents, the level of tar pollution on board increases. Which is why everyone has to pitch in to clean the ship after every trip. In spite of that, we still find ourselves stymied by nasty blockages like this one. Tarman broke 3 mops attempting to dislodge a particularly stubborn wad before throwing up his hands in despair. Although he failed in that epic struggle, I can only respect his dedication. Come to think of it, the doctor's talents were a sight to behold.
They were indeed.
A psychic midwife. I've never had the opportunity to watch one at work before. How many children has she held in those hands of hers, I wonder? I expect she knows a great deal about BB units as well.
Probably.
Sam, I spoke with Rainey earlier. She tells me Tomorrow's making excellent progress with her studies. Before we left to see the Motherhood, she was tackling and solving relatively elementary problems. But it seems she's since progressed to intermediate and higher level ones. At this rate, she might well surpass our own capabilities before long. To learn is to grow, and to watch her grow so quickly has been a delight. Come to think of it, those apples Rainey gave us do look tasty, I must say. Such bright, healthy colors. Perfectly ripened in my estimation. How fortunate that we received so many.
All right. Time to go to the surface. By the way, that hat does have a purpose. That's why I'm wearing it.
Bethel.
Oh, stop saying Pecco.
Sam, your next order is a little complicated, if I'm being honest.
Tell me something I don't
I'll
know.
brief you on the particulars while you review the relevant information. Go ahead and accept this main order on the terminal.
Why not just fucking talk to me on the actual thing then? That was pointless. Right. Okay. Ah, so that's the weapons factory. Got you.
Okay, Sam. This next order calls for you to infiltrate a weapons factory and disable the weapon fabricators you find within.
Okay.
The factory is located in this area. Although it's outside the chiral network, they have fabricators capable of producing advanced weaponry.
Because of course.
We don't know what kind of security they have on site, so make sure you're prepared to face anything and everything. There's also a vital piece of equipment you'll need to take with you. We'll get it ready once you've finalized your route.
Got you. So I wonder if we'll be able to take over this factory. I can literally just do a dead straight shot. We have got a warning by here. Into land next to the ocean, it sounds often whipped up into storms by the powerful sea breeze. So we might get a storm on the way over here. That's fine.
The ring terminal expansion device is designed to support the ring terminal's hacking capabilities. The factory where the weapon fabricators are located is outside the bounds of the chiral network. And APAS has determined that you won't be able to hack into them with your ring terminal alone. But with this device in your possession, all you need to do is access the fabricator terminal. It'll be hacked and rendered inoperable before you know it. Once the terminal is out of action, they'll have no way of getting the fabricators up and running.
So
And
you
they'll
think...
likely conclude it's not worth the hassle to try and make weapons here again. Hacking the weapon fabricator terminal will also simultaneously extract any data stored in its drive.
Oh, okay, cool.
So be sure to bring the expansion device back to the Magellan once the fabricators are disabled.
Gotcha.
You'll need to submit it to the ship's delivery terminal to complete
Yeah,
the order.
like everything
We'll
else.
conduct a full analysis of the data you bring us. Oh, and a word of warning.
Okay.
This device contains unique components that can't be reproduced with a chiral printer.
Oh.
So whatever you do,
Don't break it.
get the job.
Yeah. No worries. I can do that. Right. So what have we actually got? We've got plenty of stuff on us, which is good. Shotguns. Silenced. Silent lightweight assault rifle. Assault rifle. Assault rifle. We've got 3 of those. Could take a machine gun. I've been using the snipers a lot, and to be honest, I've been really enjoying them. I think we've got enough weaponry for this. I think we're going to be fine. Maybe take 2 machine guns as well. Better safe than sorry. We'll check them on the van. Right. Cool. Right. Let's listen to more of what Charlie has to say.
Keep people from sleeping. Like, all kinds of different things will happen when I'm trying to fall asleep. It's like a goddamn circus. Like, whenever I'm trying to get some fucking rest. It is tragic. Like, it is so unfortunate. Because it is very unhealthy to not get sleep. I know how unhealthy it is. And that thought is something that also keeps me up, knowing full well that by not being able to sleep, it's making my health worse. And then that makes me angry. Then I get angry, and it stops me from falling asleep. And I'll just lay there for hours and hours. I'll turn on the TV, trying to fucking play a lullaby, anything. And nothing will make me fall asleep. It sucks. But what's really interesting is when the sun comes up, when we say goodbye,
fucking knew
Mr.
it.
Moon, good night, Moon, and we say hello to the sun.
Sam, a hot
Well, then I could sleep like a fucking
Shall we
baby.
take a dip?
So, it's interesting. I fucking hate the fact that, of course, they put a storm here for this mission. Because, of course, they did. Wankers. Sorry. No. I mean... Yeah, I mean, I don't find it easier to sleep in the day, I won't lie. Eventually, I'm quite fortunate in the sense that I will have a bout of insomnia that will keep me awake, sometimes for about 24 hours. Normally 24 hours at most, and then I'll pass out. I'll fall asleep. But there have been times where I've gone longer than that, and it does worry me. Like, there have been times where I have literally just lied in bed and was like, fuck it, I'm just going to lie in bed, and I'm going to wait for my body to just put me to sleep. Because it will put me to sleep. I have to sleep. If I don't sleep, I'm going to get ill. My body doesn't want that. It will naturally put me to sleep. And it has worked sometimes, but very rarely. The frustrating thing about it as well is, like Charlie said, you know, people with insomnia know what, like, it's not healthy for them to not sleep for this kind of length of time, right? We're not stupid. We understand it's really bad for us, and we understand that it is not good. But it's not like we're choosing to do it as well. That's the more frustrating side of it, I guess, because we're not choosing to do it, and yet our bodies are putting us in a position where we can't fight against it. And it just makes it so much worse. Because if we had any control, we'd go to sleep. Come on, over. There we go. You know, if we had any control over it, we'd obviously go to sleep. We don't want to be in this position. But, you know, we don't have a choice. That's how the body works.
Then I can sleep like a baby that just got some warm milk. I don't know why, but throughout the day, I have no problems sleeping. And I can sleep anywhere during the day. I can sleep standing up if you ask me to. I can just enter low power mode and just take a snooze. I can fall asleep on a bed of broken glass like a fucking vampire. Like, I don't understand. And I've tried in the past to, like, use that. Like, maybe that's just the way I'm built. It's built a little differently when it comes to that. So I tried, like, a a nocturnal lifestyle for a little bit, where I did most of my sleep in the day, and like I just wouldn't sleep at night. I couldn't, but I just felt like shit. Like I wasn't tired per se, but I just felt like shit. It feels unnatural to just be awake all night while you get your sleep.
Absolutely, yeah. Because again, it's like the thing I touched on earlier. Like, most people will sleep in the night and then be awake during the day, and you miss out on all of that. And especially now, being a father, I hate sleeping during the day because I'm missing stuff with my son. That, I don't know if pisses me off is the right way to put it, but that upsets me and frustrates me more than anything, because I know that I'm then missing out with time with my son, with family, with friends. Like, it's infuriating, and there is no control over it. You know, you can't make it stop, you can't turn it off. It is incredibly annoying. It's just like, you just wish there was like a button you could press.
During the day. Plus, sleeping during the day, I miss out on like a ton of activities and like being able to do things. Because what the fuck are you gonna do at 4 a.m.? This is entirely inconvenient. The world is not built for that kind of lifestyle. So I've tried like other different, phasic sleep schedules that other people that
these
have
guys.
like
We haven't
insomnia,
fought these
different
guys
things
yet.
try. None of that felt good. I always felt like completely drained. I just felt like SpongeBob without water. It just wasn't working for me. Like,
Okay. I'm gonna pause you there, Critical. Appreciate you, my dude. But I am now very curious about these guys. That is not even touching them, is it? That's because they're robots. Right. Well, there is one thing we need to bring, which is that. And then, well, I mean, I'm not going to need the tranquilizer darts, am I? They can stay on there for now, because they're not doing any damage to them. So what we'll do instead is bring machine guns. Pecco. Oh my god, stop saying Pecco, you irritating fucker. These guys kind of remind me of the guys that we saw when we went back in, or when we were like going through that sort of terminal sort of thing. Oh god. I swear to God, he says Pecco one more time, I'm losing him. I'm taking him off and I'm putting him back in the ship and he can live in there. I don't have a lot of... I have literally one extra blood pack. That is not good. Pecco. Shut up. Fucking Pecco shit. These guys do actually drop assault rifles. Not that I need them, I do have quite a few. There's also quite a lot of enemies. So I think bringing an extra one won't hurt. At least I'm gonna get some more Cairo pistols. you just say Pecco again? Can you stop with the Pecco stuff now? It's getting real boring. Ooh, shotgun. I don't really use shotguns unless it's a boss. But I have a funny feeling we are going to encounter a boss at some point during this mission. Ah, shit. It's that image that Troy was wearing. Offload. I actually do need ceramics, but we'll grab them later. Stop saying Pecco. What is wrong with you, Dom? Fucking Christ. And I got one there. I just don't know how many are left. In the pizza boxes.
Okay, we're here. Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricator terminal.
Pecco!
Okay, those fabricators are toast. We've extracted the necessary data as well. Let's make our escape and return to the DHV Magellan.
Why do I feel like
Don't
it's not going
forget
to be
to
that
bring
easy?
the ring terminal expansion.
Oh, there he is. Oh no.
That yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect So let love warm you
Is that a guitar?
till the morning.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me?
Hell no.
Yeah, I figured you'd pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Oh.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was it you that killed Lou?
You still don't know, do you? Sam the man in the dark about everything.
Fuck you know about my kid?
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Now, I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that fancy boat your friends brought along, so before they show up, how about I get a little taste of that endless agony? Hmm? Something special just for you. Bit of that rope you like so much. This here, my guts. And they'll grow tighter over time. You best believe they will pop your head clean off. But you are a patriot. And you'll just keep coming back. Only for my boys here to keep doing their thing over and over again. So you'll just die and die and keep on dying for all eternity.
Sam! Sam!
Yeah. Really is a shame you won't stay dead. But hey, locking you in a cycle of endless suffering, well, that's good too. So let's let the glorious game over loop begin. The fuck?
Ooh. What the fuck? This is sick. Now this feels like Kojima.
Yeah, Big Red. Just you and me dance, huh?
Oh. Oh, hell yes.
Son of a bitch, it's like
Why does it sound like a baby?
Sorry, Sam. We'll have to have our fun another time.
Hey! Who the hell are you?
Oh my god, is that Lou?
No, wait!
Why did it play Lou's theme? Well, not Lou's theme literally, but hinted it. What the
on earth was that red behemoth anyway? The way it wielded that sword was almost reminiscent of a samurai. Friend of yours, perhaps? In any event, I think it's time we left this place. Come on, Sam. Let's get going and return the ring terminal expansion device to the DHV Magellan.
I agree. Spending time in areas where very high temperatures of the desert in the middle of the day will drain stamina. Be sure to keep an eye on your stamina levels. Yeah, I see that. I haven't had to walk around outside like this for a long time. But why did it play the theme? Why did it play the nursery thing that Lou had? Is it Lou? Is that big samurai Lou? Like a part of him? So many questions. I know that with Kojima, we're not going to get any main answers. Get the fuck out of here. Also, I want to preference this by saying I love Troy Baker as an actor. I think he's very talented, and I do enjoy seeing his performances. But apparently in person, he's not a very pleasant human being. Don't know if there's any truth to that. Obviously, I've never met the guy, but... I swear to God, he says Pekka one more time, I'm launching him. Endurance went up, nice, and our assault rifle mastery went up as well. I'll take that.
Oh, what a surprise. We're so grateful for your help.
High capacity
It's
blood
only
bag.
right we share this with you. We're increasing your
Cheers, mate.
I don't know if you've been using them much yourself. This is a new model with increased capacity. There are people in these parts who won't hesitate to use force to get what they want. I suggest you take this with you, just in case things get rough out there. Keep it close on the way back.
Order complete. Well done.
Metals, Jesus. I have 6. Do I? Because it doesn't fucking feel like it. Apparently I have some in my utility pouch. No.
Hey, Sam. Glad you're okay. I'll check your order status right away. That was some incredible fighting. I knew you had it in you. Now displaying your current order grade.
Our combat went up a bit at least.
I'm glad we could confirm that Higgs was involved. Though I still don't understand how he escaped the beach. The Ghost Mech forces are definitely under his control. And Higgs is determined to spread weapons to every corner of Australia. The information we retrieved from the device you brought back to us only serves to confirm this. We now know for a fact that the weapons smoking up in this region can all be traced back to that factory. But that's not all we've determined. We've also learned about a new type of fabricator, one that wasn't present at the weapons factory. It's not clear where they're being used or what they're producing, but this likely means there may be another factory out there. We'll look into it.
Great work, Sam. That factory won't be capable of producing weapons ever again. The Motherhood should rest a little bit easier with that knowledge. Higgs remains a concern, however. It is indeed possible he has another factory elsewhere in the continent. It seems we'll need to proceed with greater caution in the days and weeks ahead. Upgrading the Magellan may also be worth considering. As for you, Sam, you need only to continue expanding the network.
For now, Sam, you should return to your private. You made a real difference today.
What was the point in that? She could have said that before. Dollman, I'm going to throw you at the wall and make sure it cracks.
She's at it again.
Wait. Looks like clear skies. Let the sun shine tomorrow. It's a Japanese game to predict the weather. I learned it as a kid. This is rainy, cloudy, and sunny. Time to ward off evil spirits to help keep tomorrow safe.
Boots are stuck on. Whatever. You've had a hell of a day, Sam. Just shower and go to bed.
Sam, neck injury you suffered during your altercation with Higgs appears to have healed. You know, I've been thinking about what he said at Westford Mountain. He claimed that extinction wasn't his creed, that he wanted to build a world where fear and violence are king. I can only assume that at present he lacks the means to set the last stranding in motion. So instead, he settled for trying to pit people against one another so they can tear the world apart for him. The weapons factory was just a means to that end. All the more reason why we need to rely upon the rope that is the chiral network to bring the whole continent together. That's not all he said, of course. He wanted to get under your skin with those comments about Blue. To get his revenge by inflicting as much pain and suffering as possible on the undying repatriate. Personally, I think you should try to put it out of your mind. Focus on finishing this journey, and in doing so, finding the closure you need. That's one of the reasons we took to the road, after all. That and finishing the network to bring forth the Blade Gate. Let's carry on, Sam. One step at a time.
Sam, Charlie here. Another assignment has been registered in the system. You can pick up this main order by accessing the Motherhood delivery terminal.
Bye, Sam.
My meat. Alright, well, I swear to God I'm gonna smash his fucking head into the floor. I think on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up here for now. Hope you guys don't mind. But yeah, I am feeling a little bit tired, which is something, so I'm gonna take advantage of that fact and see if I can at least attempt to get some sleep. But yeah, I mean, this is what it is to have insomnia, you know, being up stupid o'clock in the morning despite wanting to be asleep. But yeah, I'm at least gonna try and get some sleep. But I hope we all enjoyed the little earlier stream as well. Again, I'm not 100% sure if I will end up. Alright then. I'm not 100% sure if I will end up, obviously, streaming today at some point. I imagine I will, but retrieve the coffin, deliver the coffin to the mechanic. Okay, but yeah, maybe I will. I probably will. I imagine, but we'll see. But yeah, it's been fun. I'm enjoying this so far. That was a lot of story to take in. Interesting as well, to say the least. Like, there's a lot of weird ones that seem to come up. Not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but like weird. Like the guitar thing is cool, I won't lie, but it is strange. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the rest of the game will bring us. But on that note, I am going to head to bed and try and get some sleep. But it's been a pleasure to stream for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. My name is Lou, and I will catch you in the next stream that I do. Take care, guys, and goodbye for now.